Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Marcus, another 5-minute review. In today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released Netflix original reality show, Squid Game: The Challenge, most famously fashioned and modeled after the Netflix hit show Squid Game, and it was a Korean show originally. However, the premise here is that there's 456 contestants. People start out playing the game, and they're all competing for a $4.56 million prize. And so they're all in the same like industrial warehouse complex. They're bunked together. And there's people from all walks of life, all nationalities, races, everything. And they have to play games to in order to move on to the next challenge. And they're eliminated. After each challenge, select individuals are eliminated if they don't complete the challenge. And the challenges are taken straight from the television show. So the first one is the favorite green light, red light with the giant doll that head turns around. And they're wearing these little die packs. And so, green light, they run, and then red light, the doll's head spins around. And if it detects motion, the die pack explodes, and that person's eliminated from the game. It's entertaining because of the people, right? You've got people you're rooting for. There's so 5 episodes released this past weekend, Thanksgiving weekend here in the U.S. And the next several episodes will release on the 29th. But like, there's people you're rooting for. So there's a son and a mother, which is an interesting dynamic. Older lady and a young son, probably in his 20s, and you're rooting for them. And then you have a villain type character, and this black British guy, and he's just a dick. You from the second he opens his mouth, you hate him. And so then there's beef between different groups by the end of the 5th episode. And each time somebody's eliminated, the grand total of the money that's available goes up. So, by the 5th episode, I think they got down to like 70 people. So from 456 down to 70 by the end of the 5th episode, and then at the end of the 5th episode, you have to wait till next week. I'm gonna recommend it. It's pretty good. It's entertaining. It's not as sleazy as like Love Is Blind or the Circle. Even though they probably could incorporate a little bit more sleaziness into it, it's a little too wholesome for me. There is there's language here, but like there's nothing bad about it. And I think they're appealing. It's rated TVMA, but you could sit down and watch this with your family and not be offended. But it is entertaining, and I will be tuning in next weekend when it resumes and see what happens. I've got my favorite, like the son and the mother. They're 2 of my favorites. I hope they make it through. The villain characters, I'm like, oh, I hate you. So it's entertaining. I will recommend it. Give it a watch. They move brisk. If you've got like 3 hours to kill, you can watch the first 5 episodes and no problem. Anyways, hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you miss any future content here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we are on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, doing big things. Don't miss the podcast as it releases weekly every Thursday on your favorite streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all your podcast platforms. Don't miss out. And we'll catch you next time.
Life that keeps me alive.
Oh, shit.